This question we have to find discriminant that would be equal to coefficient of x square minus coefficient of x square here into the constant term. So this is the required value of discriminant of the given equation. So option D is correct. Find which of the given quadratic equations will have real and equal roots. So if you look at the first one, expand the left hand side, these terms will cancel out, we'll get x square equal to 0, which means x into x equal to 0, or these are the two roots of the given equation which are real and equal. So option A seems to be the correct answer. We can take a look at the next option as well, just for understanding. The second equation can be written as x into x plus 1 equal to 0, which gives you x equal to 0 or x equal to minus 1. So we are getting two roots here, but they are not equal, they are distinct roots. Likewise, in the next option, x square equal to 4, x is equal to plus minus 2. So the two roots we are getting are real, but they are not equal. So option A is the correct answer, where we get two equal and real roots. See, in this question, this is a given quadratic equation, and if the roots are real and equal, we have to identify which of these options would be correct. So if roots are real and equal, D would be 0. So this is the correct option. In this question here, we have to find the value or values possible for k for which this equation will have real and equal roots. So D should be 0 for the given equation. This you can write like this. So k would be equal to plus minus 12. So this is the correct answer. In the next question, it is again a similar question for what values of k the given quadratic equation will have real and equal roots. So we'll put d equal to 0, that gives me, so the values of k we get are plus minus 4. Okay. See, in this question we have to find the value of d and comment on the nature of roots. So in this equation, which can also be seen as the value of d would be d is 80 plus 80, so d is more than 0, which means the roots are real and distinct. Okay, this is the next question. We are supposed to find the values of p for which the given equation will have equal roots, real and equal roots. This is how we can write the equation. The condition is d should be equal to 0 for equal roots. This is what we get. So that gives me two values. P is either 0 or P is equal to 6. P equal to 0 is not possible. If you put P equal to 0, the given equation becomes invalid. So we'll reject this value. Hence P equal to 6 is the only solution possible. The only value of P for which this equation would be a quadratic with equal roots. The next question is about a two-digit number. We can assume the number as xy. Where y is the digit at units place and x at tens place. The conditions specified in the question are the digit at units place is 5 less than the digit at tens place. So y is equal to x minus 5 being one equation. Second, the product of digits is given as 36. So these are the two equations we are required to solve. So I'll put this value y in the second equation. split the middle term. Okay, this gives me two values possible for x. X is equal to 9 or x is equal to minus 4. We'll reject the negative value, so we get x as 9. Put this value of x here to get y as 4. So the original two-digit number xy would be 94. This is the required two-digit number. This answer. Okay, see the next question. It says if Nidhi was 7 years younger than what she actually is, then square of her age would be 1 more than 5 times the actual age. So here we can assume Nidhi's present age to be x years. Now if she were 7 years younger, then age would be x minus 7. So according to question, if Nidhi were 7 years younger, then square of her age would be 1 more than 5 times her actual age. So this should be the equation. We can make factors here. So that gives me two values. So we're getting two values of x, out of which the second value is not possible, because when x is taken as 3, then 7 years ago that age would be negative, hence we reject this value. So x equal to 16 would be the present age of Nidhi and the required answer for this question. Okay, in the next question, an aircraft flies for a distance of 2800 kilometers. The speed is unspecified and we can assume that speed as x. So it is supposed to cover 2800 km at a constant speed. Let that speed be x km per hour. So the time it's going to take, say t1 would be equal to distance upon the speed. After that, the speed of aircraft decreases, so it moves at a lower speed, which is x minus 100. As per the question, speed decreases by 100 km per hour. So the new time it's going to take to cover the same distance, of course that should be higher. So that t1, t2 would be 2800 divided by the new speed x minus 100. Now according to question, the time taken here is 30 minutes more than in the previous case. So we'll change that to hours. So t2 is t1 plus half an hour. So this is the equation we obtained, and we have to simplify. It will change into a quadratic equation, for which we'll find the roots and we should be able to get the value possible for x. So what we can do is take LCM over here. Split the middle term. So this gives me two values. X is 800 km per hour, or x is, this being the negative value would be rejected, value of x we are getting. Now the original time taken, which is t1, should be equal to distance upon speed. Okay, that gives me 7 by 2 hours, or 3 hours 30 minutes. This would be the original duration of the flight. Fraction. So fraction can be taken as x divided by y but the question says the denominator of the fraction is 2 more than the numerator, so we can assume this is the fraction. Okay, then question says if 2 is added to numerator as well as denominator, then this would be the new fraction. Then the sum of original and the new fraction would be 46 by 35. This is the question. So we got this equation in X. We'll try to simplify it. Should change to a quadratic equation. Being a common factor can be cancelled on the two sides. So this is a quadratic equation we have obtained. Right, like this. Cancel out the common factor 2. All this will be getting the value of x as 3. So original fraction should be 3 by 5. This is the required answer. Thank you.